After 6 years of hibernation, the W train is back in service, but its revival has forced cutbacks to other trains along the line, and some already disgruntled commuters aren't happy. W train service ceased back in 2010, but was brought back this past November, and the train will service riders from Whitehall Street in Lower Manhattan to Astoria in Queens. However, council members Jimmy Van Bremer and Costa Constantinides, both Democrats from Queens, recently took issue with the W train slowing down Q, N, and R lines. It is unacceptable that increased service for Upper East Side residents has translated to fewer trains for people in Queens who have just as much right to a functional, timely public transit as Manhattanites. Brooklyn College student and Astoria resident Derek Norman says that he and several neighbors in Astoria have noticed a cutback in service. Since the W train, a lot of people in the neighborhood have been talking about the MTA running less trains because they found they aren't being utilized as much, Norman said. Forest Hills resident David Russell says, children have been conceived and born in the time it takes to go from Forest Hills to Port Authority. MTA spokesman Kevin Ortiz said, however, during rush hour, trains will run as usual without conflict. It has been said 20 fewer trains will run during weekdays to accommodate W train revival during off-peak hours. However, with a fare hike potentially looming, with transit fare possibly increasing to $3, riders are worried that they will be paying more money for reduced service. Freelance actor Dante Jace of Bay Ridge says that he is not sure that adding another train line with existing ones still struggling is a smart idea.
Well, I wonder if they really need to add a train line. I don't think the fare should be raised, and if the new line is causing more expenses, they should first worry about improving service on the existing train lines.
Jace adds that the financial burden may result in him cutting back on some expenses.
Well, I already can't really afford it. Probably will make me skip some lunches here and there.
MTA data showed earlier this month that delays were up 21% in August, several months before the W train's return. Statistics also showed W train service has run on schedule for most trips since its return, the high point coming on November 15th when the train ran at 97% as scheduled. However, Norman and others warned that if the trains become less frequent and undependable, the MTA should expect crowded platforms and serious frustration. Norman added, for almost $3 a fare, you'd think they might focus a little less on the alphabet and a little more on the service. This is Mark Suleymanov of Brooklyn News Service.